was on the road with Blake Baxter. Blake and I had had a few hits in the last few years and had collaborated with me on a few tracks on my new album. So it only made sense that we hit the road and do some gigs together. This time we started out in Germany. We were driving from Berlin to the east of Germany to a club called Muna.
Getting ready to do it right. We're in the east of Germany somewhere. It's a club called Muna.
I'm fucking drunk, man. Totally fucking drunk. And you get my fucking sandwich right now. Yeah.
Hey man, that's my sandwich you're eating. I was just giving
I'm fucking hungry. Just give me a bit. Don't film it.
You believe that, man? Look. Come play.
We ain't got it like that, I guess.
What? Just giving it. Thank you.
Alright, bro, you ready to do this again?
Ready to do it. Ready to go live.
Hurry up and wait. Better be safe than sorry.
Reizen macht mich schon, ne? Mal rein.
Not only for your safety.
Das ist toll.
Alright, so we doing now? We're going all the way to Berlin.
20
Straight to Panorama Bar. Setting up and playing for our DJ T's birthday party.
Jack.
It's always hard finding this place. But I see kind of stragglers walking around. Yeah, there it is. I see it right there.
After that first weekend, which went really well, we decided to meet at my place in Berlin during the week to have something like a band practice. We'd have to do it again the next weekend, and we wanted to go over some of the finer points of our set. I took the opportunity to talk to Blake a little bit about things.
So you still live in Detroit?
I haven't lived in Detroit in 4 years, 3 years.
Some people say that Detroit, I heard today, I was talking to a writer who was doing an interview with me, and he said that they're starting to say that Detroit could be the new Berlin because all the rents are real cheap over there and artists can start just pouring in there.
There are a lot of new cats in Detroit. I don't think anybody in their right mind should just get up and move there. That's kind of
raw saying that.
I mean, you really have to love the music and Detroit's not a place just to because there's no industry there. The clubs are, it's a real small, tight clique, and it's a real restless city, to put it nicely.
Why do you think so much good music came from Detroit?
I think,
But not only for techno, but a lot of things.
Motown, soul, rock and roll stuff here. I think it's because people don't have much of an outlet, and so they just jam. These days, Detroit is pretty much, they went from 2 million to 900,000 people. It's becoming more and more of a ghost town. And when you get a town that's becoming a ghost town, a major city, you're going to have some trouble on your hands. Vinyl was like the trophy, you got this thing and you can say, yeah, I've done this is mine, you can hold it in your hand, but now it's like downloading. And then the minute you put something out, you work hard, put an album out, 3 hours later it's free, download.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, an hour later.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I had it happen. I put out a record. I put it up on Beatport, because I also do the digital stuff, because I still do the vinyl, and I'll keep on doing the vinyl. But I put it out on Beatport, and within like an hour of it being up on Beatport, it was on 3 different blogs, for these music blogs, and people from like 3 different parts of the world called me up saying, "Yo, I just downloaded your new stuff for free," and I was like, "Wow,
yeah,
I guess it's a new world, man." But we gotta adapt. You know what I found weird? That some people, even as vinyl is supposed to be dead or dying right now, I still find people that are trying to get that trophy, trying to get that release on vinyl. Yeah. Like, it's funny, I know some DJs, which I'll leave nameless, who used to play only with vinyl and switched over to playing now only digital files, are pursuing me to put out their records because they know I still do vinyl. And they would, but I'm like, why don't you just release it on Beatport? You're supporting if you're only supporting the digital files. They're like, no, I want to have a vinyl release. Mm-hmm. So I think there's still some people finding it interesting, but I've been hearing about the death of vinyl since the CD came out, and that was like what, 20 years ago or more?
Yeah,
25 years ago, and I don't know, maybe it'll die one day, but it's like a. I felt like starting I know you had a store called Save the Vinyl, but I felt like starting like a new thing called Kill the Vinyl. Like,
kill the vinyl.
Yeah, just like put it out of its misery.
Right.
Like it's like a dying dog. It's like, I'm doing this because I love you. Boom.
Wow.
Because it's just like agonizing right now. It's hard to watch. It's hard to go into a record store if you can find one and see what's happening in there. But whatever, man. Every day brings its own challenges, and we're going to just keep going. So, Blake, do you ever see some of your first wave friends from Detroit?
First wave friends? Not that much. If I run into somebody, it's cool. I always enjoy seeing someone from the D, you know what I mean?
So, let me throw some names at you. Tell me what you got to say.
Let's throw some names at me.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Juan Atkins.
Juan Atkins, he's the king. He deserves a lot more credit than he gets, and I think he's a lost soul.
What about Anthony Sheikh Shakir?
A real colorful, beautiful person, very opinionated and very talented.
Mike Banks.
Mike Banks. They call him Mad Mike and everything. Dude's really not mad. He's an evil genius.
What about guys like Kenny Dixon?
Kenny Dixon, quirky, very talented, and he has a plan. Even if you don't think he does have a plan, man always has a plan. He's crazy. He's got a lot of respect for his music and his abilities.
Rob Hood.
Rob Hood. Wow. He helped me out in the past. He may not remember it, but he did, and I'll never forget that. And got a lot of respect for Rob. He's a real low-key kind of guy. But,
right. Okay, what about Jeff?
Jeff, real picky, but he is the man with the hands. Jeff Mills is the wizard.
Indeed he is.
We didn't say anything about Carl Craig.
Should we?
No, Carl's great. Carl is Carl Craig. He makes very good music. Carl Craig is in a league all his own.